Hey, Matt, what you doing, man?
I was going to read this. This episode of Walking in My Wheels is brought to you by theprettytree.com, your new source of high-quality fashion accessories, as well as organic health and beauty products. Listeners of the show can save 15% by using the code WALK15 at checkout. We know we did. Derek has never looked so pretty in a floral scarf.
Well, it's like Matt's hair blowing in the wind.
Oh, baby.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Walking My Wheels, the podcast that talks about anything and has absolutely no structure. Just me rolling through life with some pretty awesome friends. Well,
Keep it.
I know, definitely. We're having a tough time getting started this morning, guys. We've been here for, what, 50 minutes now?
Yeah, and part of it we're,
Playing with the mic stands.
Exactly.
Playing some music. That's the music we came
Round
with.
one. Fight! Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We're done.
Good time. As always, I have with me my service bears. Bernstein Bear to the right, to the left. Griz Bear to the right.
Oh, Matt's face. And good morning to you, Derek.
Good. Thank you. How y'all doing? Doing all right?
I was doing okay.
I know, right?
I was okay.
Have you ever read a story about an angry Bernstein Bear?
We're about to hear one.
Exactly.
So original.
I know. Rawr.
Raw indeed.
Oh, man. So, no, I haven't. But if you were to ever tell me a story, I'd expect somebody not to spoil it right in the middle of it.
Why is that,
Or
Derek?
before I get a chance to look at it on my DVR.
Exactly. Thank you. As you can tell, everybody, this week's episode is about
Spoilers.
spoilers. That's ruining shit for people. Which is very.
Okay, first of all.
Oh, right into it, just like that, huh?
No.
No, don't point at me like that. It was very disrespectful.
I'm not going to spoil anything for you.
Never mind. The joke is too easy.
It is too easy. Okay, so what were you going to say then?
I really have no idea. Brain
Spoiler
Fleeting
alert.
thought. Yeah,
gone
no.
on.
Fleeting thought.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna let Matt over here open it up, talk about some spoilers. And what do you feel about it? You think it's right? Is it wrong? Is it jacked? Do people need to be
Right.
punched in the face?
Well, what
And
were
what
we
is
talking
time-
about on Facebook the other day where you kind of
All right,
went in?
okay. This is what happened, and I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but I was recording a show, and I go into it about 20 to 30 minutes late, so I can fast forward through the commercials. That's how I watch TV. Commercials are a waste of time. Have I gone off on how much I hate commercials yet? And
Only every time you
Oh,
ever
it's
put
so
your damn
frustrating.
TV on.
Oh, you pissed me off. I just
You always
start-
I always come in and your TV is paused so you can fast forward through the commercials.
Well, they're stupid. You own a company and you agree to have that crap put on. It's stupid. Anyways, show some ingenuity, people. All right, that's a whole other podcast. So, as in this day and age, everybody watches television, flings through their phone, and it's about 15, 20 minutes in, and some dude just straight up drops the person's name who dies in this said show while this show is still on.
You're talking
on the
about
main
The Walking
comment.
Dead, aren't you?
Yes.
Of course.
So that's like way too soon. You can't spoil a show like that while the show's still going on. There should be like this. At least I believe there's an unwritten rule of you don't talk about it until at least 24 to 48 hours later.
Really? Really?
Oh, totally.
There's no personal accountability to stay the hell off of social media because the anticipation everybody's going to be talking about it.
Yeah. Do you remember the last Star Wars movie? People gave that like a week before it went on air. Everybody was super, super respectful of that. The last
That's
Star Wars.
true.
Yes.
Honestly,
incredibly
there
respectful.
should be a
But
time frame.
there is a
For me,
difference.
it's like a week.
There's a difference in Star Wars fans and Walking Dead fans.
What?
Huge difference.
Good, thank you for dividing our audience.
Round 1. Fight. There again.
No, I disagree with that because I am both. You're
Well,
arguing
you
that-
happen to be both. No, it's just in general. Like, there's just that unwritten rule you shouldn't spoil a movie. Now, that being said, episode 7, okay, what I'm going to say, if you haven't seen it yet, screw you. What have you been waiting for so long for?
It's been like a year.
It's been like a year.
Almost.
Yeah, exactly.
Why did you apologize?
I'm just saying, well, shut up. Just regardless. I was just trying to be
Politically correct. Participation trophies. God.
Maybe you should have had a few participation trophies. You wouldn't be so, like,
Angry at the world.
angry at the
I'm
world.
not angry. I have earned everything that I've gotten.
Go on, please.
Anyway, I thought this was pretty funny just because my brother-in-law baited my other brother-in-law into spoiling a big part of episode 7. And as soon as we walk out of a movie theater, mind you, we saw the first showing, literally the first showing, like, that was possible. We got in, so we're walking out, and there's people standing in line waiting to, be released to go into the theater to sit down. And as we're walking by the line, my brother-in-law, Joel, who, he's older than me, but you see my wife's dad remarried. He has a young son. I mean, he's like 5th, 6th grade. I mean, he's young. So we're walking out. He's like, hey, man, that's crazy how, like, Han Solo killed Kylo Ren, right? And then Owen just goes, no, you idiot. Kylo Ren killed Han Solo. And just walking by all these people. And I was just like, ah!
Completely unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
No, see that.
So that happened. I saw on
See, that
Facebook
happened.
something.
but-
that happens, but that is totally different.
That's a little different than, like,
social
being,
media.
like, purposeful. Like,
Well, somebody
Don't get on social media.
somebody on Facebook. I saw a thing on Facebook where somebody came out of the theater and screamed, yelled out loud, "Han Solo got killed," and got his ass kicked in the theater.
he deserved that.
Well, yeah,
That's different
This-
because you
but
have
still
because you
even
are
on
you
social
are
media,
there.
though.
Yeah, but picking up your phone, unlocking it, clicking on Facebook, when you could just not do that.
Well, that's what people do when they have commercials. Nothing else to do.
Well, I just want to
Yeah,
put
you
it out
actually
there.
watch the commercials.
The Walking
Pick
Dead
up a book.
fans are the worst.
Go to the bathroom and take a piss.
I just want to put this out there. The reason why I haven't, because I started, like, I actually
Hold on a
started
second.
Walking
Pick
Dead.
up a book. Who reads?
A magazine. Who knows?
Okay.
Who reads
Who
a
knows?
book?
You can,
want
oh, by the
culture
way,
online.
Like during
hey,
TV show.
I forgot you can go to Pinterest. You can play Sudoku or Solitaire on your phone.
There's a plethora of different things you do on your phone other than
There
go to
is.
social media.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I see what you're
We
saying.
know what you're doing with your phone.
I know. So basically, so basically, you completely are in support of spoiling on Facebook the moment it happens.
I'm okay with it because I'm still going to enjoy.
He doesn't care.
Yo,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that being said, I just want to throw
Hashtag
this
be
out
love, not for this guy.
there. Yeah. Be love for everybody but Griz.
Oh,
No, and I'm going to just throw this out there
I think
because
it's a
we're on the
respect
topic
issue.
of Walking Dead because that was what this was, like kind of triggered this.
Yes.
I just want to throw it out there. Walking Dead fans are the worst at spoilers because there's a lot of people now, they don't start the show immediately. You got to go catch up on Netflix. So like, let's say I wanted to catch up on Netflix to watch The Walking Dead and catch up this season and be with everybody. I tried doing this a little bit a while ago, but then somebody posted on like, look, these are the only 4 people from the original cast that are still alive. And I'm like, wow, thank you for telling me that everybody I'm looking at on my damn screen is looking to die.
Well, that's your fault for starting it. So
Well,
late.
but that being said, it's you always, and them and Game of Thrones, you know who's going to die like way before if you're behind
Everybody.
at all.
Everybody's going to die in Game of Thrones.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So
George
let's-
R. R. Martin's
let's
gonna
take a
die
step
in Game of
back.
Thrones.
Let's have some personal accountability. I always want to say personal accountability.
Because you're so personable.
Watch.
He's friends with everybody.
Hey, you know what? Watch the shows when they come on. Sit through a commercial. I don't have to hold your hand because you don't want to watch commercials and you want to start it late.
No, I still completely disagree.
Because there's spoilers. What if you're somewhere else and you like recording a sports thing and there's Facebook? People are spoiling scores.
Sports is different.
How?
Sports is different because you don't like have reruns of sports, and that stuff's announced all the time anyways. It pops up and it gives you scores in between commercials, like little sports pop-ups.
Right.
That happens all the time. So you're not watching like let's say watching The Walking Dead, and all of a sudden this little pop-up says, "Oh my gosh, in Star Wars movie, Han Solo was murdered today."
That's true.
That doesn't happen. Sports is always updated. It's a whole different viewing thing. But we have DVRs so we can watch shows later. I'm not saying we should wait a week or 2 weeks with shows, TV shows. TV shows, I'd say about 24 to 48 hours. It gives somebody who cannot, if they're at work or whatever, cannot watch it at that time, and have a little bit of consideration for these other fans that have been on this journey with you.
Oh, I understand completely. I just feel that you know that people are not going to bite their tongue and are going to let it go, so just have
But
some
they did with
accountability.
Star Wars. They did with Star Wars, so it is possible. And for the most part, and out of all the people on Facebook, one person, I'm talking to you, Aunt, spoiled this. One person. I gave him a bunch of crap for it, but totally worth it. But at the same time, that's one person. All the other people in the world that I know that watch Walking Dead, none of them said the name. They, oh my gosh, I can't believe that. Say what happened.
I knew within an hour of when it happened exactly who it was or who they were.
Yep.
And the memes were already flying around. There was no consideration for anybody. And that's the way it is with every single major thing that happens on The Walking Dead, though. That's why I don't even watch, because I know what happened already.
Nah, it's good, though. It's still good.
Nah,
it's totally worth it. Yeah.
That's like somebody giving you the whole synopsis of a movie before you see the movie. You know? It's like back in the day, like I think it was like my brother, what was he trying to show me?
Porn?
No. It was some.
It's like, no.
This was in the days of Blockbuster. There was it was a Blockbuster rental. I remember he's like, "Have you ever seen this?" I was like, "No." It's like, we got to get this, and we're gonna watch it. And by the time that we got back to the apartment, which is like a 7-block walk, it's quick, you know, he already broke down the whole damn movie. I was like, "Well, now I know what's going on." It took the magic out of it. It did.
Like totally like the surprise and what made it.
Like the plot twist or whatever, you know, it's like it takes it out of it. I understood his enthusiasm. I understand that some people it's not really that they're trying to ruin it for people. They're just so enthusiastic about it and they're so happy to want to talk about it. You know, and that happens.
It's like, have you seen the Saturday Night Live skits with Kristen Wiig, where she can't hold a secret? I don't know. Anyways, she's exploding at the seams. Just if
forever.
YouTube it, y'all laugh. Kristen Wiig can't hold a secret. Saturday Night Live. It's really funny stuff. But yeah, I can't keep stuff to myself. And she's like exploding at the seams. So yeah, I give it a shot. But I won't spoil it for you. That's just a small synopsis. Won't ruin your life. So yeah, spoilers suck. Just saying.
Yeah, I'll agree.
Yeah. Even though Griz over here will defend it to the day he dies.
I'm not saying that. Some people can tell me everything that's going to happen in a movie or a show, and I'm still going to enjoy it. For me, it doesn't take the magic away.
No, but it's kind of I kind of look at it like this. I remember one year.
Thinking about something.
Well, that we must know.
No. Some people, you know, we were talking about this also just when we're setting up everything, you know, human stupidity. I remember when Titanic came out, I didn't even see the movie until like it was like on HBO because everybody's like, you got to see it. You know, it was like, you know,
meh.
Huge. Yeah, it was meh. But, you know, I remember saying to somebody, I was like, you know, I'm going to ruin it for you. You know, the Titanic sinks, right? And there was like multiple people that I went to school with. I said, you know, the Titanic sinks, right? And people were so pissed off at me for telling them that.
Oh my gosh. Are you serious?
Oh, dead ass.
That's great.
So many people.
The level of stupidity and the lack of common sense. It amazes me. Just.
Oh man, that reminds me of something. My this might offend some people out there, but I thought it was funny. So my friend was visiting my wife and I at the time, back when we lived in Florida, and he was in town for a few days. So he came over. We're hanging out, and he was looking at the movies on the wall, and probably had about 100, 150 movies at the time. So he said, "Oh, you guys have Passion of the Christ," and he grabs it and looks at it and flips it over. He goes, "Does it have any alternative endings?" I was like, I was laughing so hard. I thought it was hilarious, and from that point on, Cynthia was like, "You are the devil." So, I don't think he ever come over and nope, just that was it. Yeah,
I would have invited him over more.
It was so funny. It was just a genius joke, and he meant it funny. He wasn't trying to be rude or anything like that. But I found it to be hilarious.
That's genius.
Yeah. See, nobody could spoil that ending either. So we all know.
Right.
True.
So you could just watch a show fully knowing it and still be like, "Oh, this is great."
Yep.
You live in a magical world.
That's
sir.
weird, yeah. Because I like that initial emotion of the shock or the horror, the excitement of something good or bad that happens.
I will use the example of it will never get old to me. Is I like the movie Shawshank, but when the
Wonderful, yeah.
when the warden rips off the poster and his face on the wall
and the music,
smell,
yeah, with the
and the look on his face,
fantastic.
I could watch it 100 times a day, and
I
I'm
can hear
still
the
going
music.
to enjoy that part when the warden knows, oh crap, he's gone. He's been digging a hole.
You know, it's one of the few movies like that to this day. Every single time, it's like I don't really get very emotional watching like any films, but like at the very
He has
end,
no soul.
no, I really don't. Like, you know, some people be like, "Oh my god, it was so touching." It was like the ones that like, but what really gets me is like at the end with Morgan Freeman going like, "I hope that the Pacific's as blue as it was in my dreams." You know, like we were talking about seeing his. You know, I hope I get to see my friend again.
Yeah,
every time, man, every fucking time.
Yeah.
Really?
Every time.
Hey,
great film.
Remember the Titans, and I have a hard time saying that word. Remember, but anyway,
You can go.
Remember the Titans.
If that doesn't work, just go.
It's rememberable and personable.
Exactly.
Rememberable.
Actually,
Rememberable.
Blah, 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 blah,
my
blah.
buddy PJ says when I always
think,
say,
you know something,
Hoffenpfeffer.
We got to get
Hoffenpfeffer.
We got to get
Hoffenpfeffer.
PJ on here because you talk about him a lot.
PG or PJ?
PJ.
Do we have to make him keep it PG?
Oh, I don't.
Oh,
think
he's not going to.
No,
Yeah, we know that.
I've met him once, but I think we should have him on the podcast. You had said that before,
Yeah,
but you talk about him often. So
yeah,
yeah, definitely. Let him know.
Yeah, I'll do that. But like, remember the Titans. Yeah, cry every time. Every time. Know what's going to happen. Watch it 100 times.
Who's in that?
Ryan Hurst, guy that played Opie for Sons.
I
He
never
was
watched that show.
Bertier. Denzel Washington was the coach.
Was that the one where the guy was crawling across the field on his back? That's Facing the Giants.
That's a great movie, by the way.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah,
that is.
So, so Shawshank.
Shawshank is one of the few movies I can watch over and over and get that feeling.
Fellowship of the Ring.
Owns you, huh? Really?
It's my favorite one. Don't know what it is.
Huh.
Yeah. Out of the movies, that
Like,
is my favorite one.
Emotional or just it's on, so I'll always watch it? Just you mean like it gets you emotionally every time?
Like, if I see it on, I have to watch it. National Treasure was another one of my favorite movies of all time.
Joe Dirt.
Empire.
Yep.
Oh, Empire, yeah, of
Empire.
course.
The whole entire, like...
That means Empire
Strikes back, yeah. Falcon going through the asteroid field specifically.
Dude, that's so beautiful.
Dude, it just gives me chills every time. Every damn time.
Every time you're like, oh my God, they're going to get hit. Oh my God, they're going to get hit. You just...
No, it's just such an elegantly shot scene. It's just beautiful. But yeah, like, you know, I would have killed somebody if they told me, you know, that Han Solo was frozen in carbonite. Luke gets his hand cut off and Darth Vader is Luke's father. Somebody told me that beforehand. I'd be like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I'd murder you.
Yep. And, yeah, exactly. So
there's so much.
Do you
There's
think
so much there.
Do you think there's a difference between, like, why would people not say anything about Star Wars but be so quick to say something about The Walking Dead? And is there any other movies we could put into the mix here? Or TV shows we could put into the mix? Game of Thrones.
I mean, some of them. Well, you can't. Like the largest series, like I mean, you think Star Wars, I think like a blockbuster series, like a lot of the like the Lord of the Rings films. They were based off books that have been around forever. They've been in songs. I mean, Led Zeppelin even like put a lot of like stuff from Tolkien, books into their lyrics and stuff like that. It's something that was so like intertwined with like pop culture. It's like, oh, you didn't know that he threw the ring in? By the way, if you didn't know that, get out of my life.
Those movies
it's been long enough.
I know, it's been like, 13 years?
Listen, the visual effects are dated at this point.
Yeah.
Because if you watch it on TV, it's pretty...
They still stand the test of time, though, man.
They do.
They do. But a lot better than The Hobbit. The Hobbit's
I'll tell you what
horrible.
is still amazing is Jurassic Park.
The first one. Man, that movie terrified the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Spoilers, there's dinosaurs in it.
And they're scary.
Yeah. That was a great movie.
That was a great movie.
So we're going off on tangent, guys.
When does that ever not happen?
I know, right?
Spoiler alert.
I know.
Dick.
I'm just saying we could make this about movies.
I think movies may be different than TV shows.
But people also know, like, if you're waiting until it comes, like, it's also that thing is, oh, I've never seen it. Oh, okay, then I'm not going to tell you about it. How often do you hear somebody say that?
I say it every day.
I say it all the time.
Yes.
And typically movies have a resolution. More of a resolution than how The Walking Dead ended. So that probably could have led up to the hype as well.
Because everybody had been waiting so long.
The Walking Dead's going to fade. Like, that's how that show's going to happen.
I'm just stating that when the season ended,
right,
Negan was there with his bat. Everybody was down on their knees. I mean, everybody was like, that's normal.
So, just in case you guys don't know what that show's about, it's about zombies and not the creepy thing that it sounded like it was about to be about. Spoiler alert. The scary thing is the people. Get it together, dude. Both of you. Such children.
Thanks for keeping it together, Matt. We appreciate it, buddy.
Keep talking.
No.
Okay.
It's like that old Mike Myers, like a SNL. Getting a little flipped. I'll give you a topic.
Please. Come back from that one. So. Oh my gosh. It's funny stuff. So, anyways.
Yeah, I think movies.
You think movies?
Yeah, I think movies. It's a different
thing. So TV,
it's a different standard.
So if you're watching a TV show, you can just spoil it in the middle of the show on Facebook. But if it's a movie, then you can't.
People do it all the time, regardless of which one it is.
I don't care what people do. I'm just saying in general. I mean, would you do that? You're okay with people spoiling it on?
No, I wouldn't do it.
Okay,
per se.
But you don't get pissed off if people do it.
No, I don't. That's why I was defending Tony on Facebook. It's like, come on, Derek, you're better than that.
No, I'm not.
No, he isn't.
I'm absolutely not. I never said I was. I'm better than that as far as I wouldn't spoil something for somebody.
That's accurate. I don't put you above any sort of lashing that you gave him.
Well, I have respect for people. That's all I'm saying. So, I respect you, and I respect you. My service bears. Thanks, guys.
I'm about to take his key and throw it.
That shit needs to fade away.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Just like your battery life.
That's a real thing, man.
That is.
So how far can you go on a charge?
On a brand new battery, I can go 13 miles. I guess that's what they say. 13 miles.
13 miles.
13 miles. Okay.
Is that on a like a straight? No.
Yeah.
No
Which
hills?
honestly, I think it'd probably go a little bit further. If it was straight. What really kills the battery is a stop and go.
Okay.
So tell him about the trip first, because
So
your 5,000 mile trip.
Yeah, I had to go.
All right, just everybody out there in podcast land, we are taking a right turn right now, completely away from spoilers. We'll be back in a minute, but we just got to go down this road.
This came from a really funny conversation that me and
I had to go over to Matt's the other night and pick up something for my wife, and he was listening to Caius, of course. And I was sitting there on this couch. I'm like, man, I just need to be like out in the desert in a drop top, just listening.
Yeah,
to
it's
music.
driving music. Yeah, because he stopped because basically Lauren and Joni have the same heat press. They do this. So the power cord, I guess they were thinking maybe it was the power cord. So Lauren had to buy a second one, so she had the same power cord. So came by. So we sitting there, we were talking for a while.
Okay, what do your wives do there? So people will know a podcast line.
They're crafty bitches.
Thank you.
Right, and like heat presses, you can
enjoy
use
that
to, like press
argument
vinyl, press vinyl into T-shirts, make custom T-shirts, things like that.
She's
amongst other
crafty.
things.
She's what you like. She's crafty.
Hey, she is. She's brilliant.
She's crafty.
So we started talking about like driving and
go ahead.
Yeah, and Griz basically came on about his trip and go on about your trip.
This is like top bucket list. Get on my bike, drive all the way across the country to San Diego, drive up the Pacific Coast Highway all the way up to Seattle, over to Yellowstone, back across the Dakotas, check out Rushmore, check out the Great Lakes, and then come down.
Check out that pipeline while you're there.
Yeah. Do a little protesting while I'm there.
Absolutely.
All that good stuff. We were talking about time frame and everything, and I was like, I'd probably want to take about a month just to go ahead and do it.
Right, and then I proposed a question, which is what we want to find out. Well, I want to say, that's interesting. You do it on your bike. I wonder how many recharges it would take Derek to do the same trip.
Is that so? So take the mileage of what
5,539
divided by 13.
Divided by 13, and it would take you 426 recharges.
Wow.
I'm going to say a little more than that because there's mountains you got to go over.
Yeah.
Right.
So but how many?
Well, let's just go. Well, there's downhills also, so that'll make up for it.
You have brakes on that thing?
Yeah, there's a mechanism that when I stop, there's no gas isn't being pressed. It'll click on.
That thing's
auto
gas
locks.
powered.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shit. But anyway, how long does it take to recharge
big
it?
Companies even getting into the electric scooter market.
Hold on. Let me finish my coffee so I can throw my cup at you.
How long does it take to recharge it? Because he was talking about doing this in a month.
8 hours.
8 hours.
So we do 16 hours of driving. Oh wait,
no.
It would be 3 times over 2 days, right? How's that?
5,539 miles, and you're averaging 13 miles.
Not per day though, because I could charge for 8 hours in a 24-hour period. I would go twice the first day, once the second day.
It would take
twice the third day.
Just recharging. You would spend 3,408 hours recharging.
That's ridiculous.
That's 142 days recharging.
If it was just nonstop, I would only sleep on the trip.
That's why I'm going to get a sidecar and put you in the sidecar.
Yeah, can I go?
Yeah, man.
Get 2 sidecars, put it on one side, one of us on each side.
No. Matt's going to be there in the outback behind us with your scooter.
Yeah, right. Just in case we have to take you inside somewhere.
That'd be awesome. Dude, I'd love to do something like that.
Yeah, that's bucket list stuff right there.
It was freaking hilarious. But when I said, I was like, I wonder how many recharges it would take Derek. We were laughing for about 5 minutes straight.
I fell out of the couch. Fell off the couch.
Well, thank you. Now that we know that.
It was just funny.
I guess I'm not going to do that then.
I guess not. You're so severely limited.
I know, God.
You can't have like a Forrest Gump moment where I just kept on riding.
Well, not unless we do this solar panel thing regarding how Derek can survive the zombie apocalypse.
Exactly. I would still have to stop from time to time to let my motor cool down.
Right. We could just put in some vents.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we'll
do it in the cooler months.
We will water cool that thing.
I think about that sometimes. How like if I'm going to or from work, if it like generates a lot of heat when I'm going a long way.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it does or not. Scooter life.
Hashtag
scooter life.
Spoiler: it's going to take a while.
Really? Gosh, you ruined it for me.
Totally. What are we looking at? But a while.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, this Tuesday somebody will be elected, unfortunately.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, we've reached the end of our podcast, people. Man, that was fun. I enjoyed it.
What's the next one about?
I know, right? We'll let you guys know in a week. We actually might get one up next week also, so we'll see what happens. Anyways, any goodbyes? Anything you want to talk about?
No.
All right.
I'm going to spoil it. Hashtag be love.
Hashtag be love, absolutely. And don't forget, everybody, even a speed bump can be a jump.
Thank you for supporting Walking in My Wheels. You can listen to us on iTunes, Google Play, and YouTube. Also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. If you have something to say, email us at walkinginmywheels@gmail.com. Keep being awesome people and hashtag be love.